What's good, football fam? This is T Word of the Mic Check Podcast. Thanks for tapping in. Today, we're talking about NFL quarterbacks and the shift in the compensation for African American quarterbacks in 2023. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get first access to this dope ass content. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So, during draft week, Lamar Jackson was recently signed to a $260 million contract with a significant amount of guarantees, well over 150 million, making him the highest paid player in the league and specifically the highest paid quarterback, obviously. So this represents a significant shift in focus with the way NFL owners and teams in general are deciding to pay African American quarterbacks. There was a time that a dual threat or mobile QB was such a high risk player that he wouldn't get paid. And myself personally, even on this channel, you've heard me talk about the contract negotiations that Lamar had going on before he got the deal. And I was saying that I don't know that I would pay him the way that I paid Deshaun Watson because of his limitations passing from the pocket. Now, many tend to have shifted their focus away from that and say that he's worth every penny. But truth be told, I just don't see it that way. I think that his limitations as a passer will make me a little apprehensive about paying him the big bag, especially with the way that he likes to get out of the pocket. So 5 years, 260 million. That's going to be 52 million per year. Now, something I want to point out here, because this isn't just about Lamar, and I'm not going to sit here and bash a guy for getting this bag. Hey, go and get your money, man. Whether I believe it's a good deal or not for the team, because I'm all about the longevity of the sport and not necessarily just about individual players progressing. I do understand that these guys put their bodies on the line, so they're going to reach out and they're going to hold down and get as much as they can for their talents. So I get it. But something that I want to point out at the top of this video is that African American quarterbacks are starting to get compensated like their non-African American counterparts, which most quarterbacks in the league are either black or white, right? So let's just get that out of the way. Now, in the top 10, there's actually 8 African American quarterbacks that are getting the highest pay. So you've got Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, and then Dak Prescott. Okay, I'm sorry, that's 7. Out of the top 20, there's a total of 8 when you add in Geno Smith at 25 million. This is a stark contrast to previous years where, only the super elite pocket passer African-American quarterback will get a large payday. But now it seems like teams are willing to open the wallet. Now, obviously, the salary cap is bloating year after year because these TV deals and these marketing deals that the league is coming across is really allowing them some flexibility with the cap, and it's expanding like a big rubber band that keeps stretching, and it's like it's infinitely stretching. It's not going backwards except for that one COVID year. So they're having more disposable income to work with. So maybe the risk isn't as great as it used to be, where there were much more strict salary cap constraints. You also are seeing more guaranteed money in these contracts. And again, Lamar Jackson is seeing a significant amount of guaranteed money in what is a major 5-year deal. There's 185 million in guaranteed dollars. Deshaun Watson got fully guaranteed deal. And these are guys who like to move around and get outside the pocket and use their legs. And that's a steep investment. And I'm not putting this in the air, but let's just talk real football. Injury is always a risk, no matter what position you play. But if you're a quarterback getting outside the pocket, you're probably one of the least protected players on the field, because once you get out the pocket, there's really nobody around blocking for you. Whereas a receiver is usually in the open field. A running back is usually running behind the line. A tight end, he's over the middle, 1 or 2 tacklers. When you're a quarterback out there, who knows how many people are bearing down your neck. So there's a lot of risk with quarterbacks that escape the pocket. They wear less padding most often than not. So there's a lot of chance that you could be without a guy like Lamar or Deshaun or Jalen Hurts or Geno Smith, and sometimes even Patrick Mahomes. And if you look at the last few years besides Geno, most of these marquee QBs have actually missed time. So that should tell you right there that there is some risk involved in overpaying them, because you could be putting investment into a position that you can't reap the benefits from. But congratulations to Lamar for getting the bag. Again, that's $260 million with $185 million in total guarantees, $52 million a year. Just to quickly recap some of the other guys getting their bag up. Let's see the rest of this top 10. So you've got Jalen Hurts coming in at number 2 with the Eagles at $51 million a year. Aaron Rodgers now moving on with $50.3 million, and I think that got changed a little bit with his last little move. Russell Wilson of the Broncos, $48.5 million. Kyler Murray, Cardinals, $46.1 million. Deshaun Watson, Browns, $46 million. Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, $45 million. Josh Allen of the Bills, $43 million a year. And then tied for 9th with $40 million a year, you've got Stafford with the Rams, Prescott with the Cowboys, and Daniel Jones with the Giants, which is a weird deal. And then coming in basically 12th, Derek Carr, had to throw this in there with the Saints, $37.5 million. So all things considered, I feel like we got a good deal on a marquee quarterback. But we'd love to get your thoughts. This has been T for the Mike Check Podcast. Until the next time I'm out. Peace.